Down, down, no, 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 no.
That's not an accurate depiction of how the song goes. I mean, it
About
kind of is.
bell, no, 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 no. You know exactly what song it is, and you know what that means.
Yeah.
I'm singing it, and I will put the song in the edit. I'm singing it because your roadcaster isn't connected to the device you're recording on. We're going back
Yeah.
old school.
No job, no laptop. That's how life rolls. So, bear with us for a week.
A week? Jeez.
All right.
A
Yeah, I
week.
reckon.
Wow, cool,
Yeah.
cool, cool. Okay, good news, good news. I can send you my old MacBook Pro from like 10 years ago if you need.
Please don't send me anything.
It's
I'm
got
not interested. I'm not
my
interested.
whole photo gallery of my emo days. Like that's a fun laptop.
I don't need emo photos.
I don't need emo photos. That is the name of this podcast. You are listening to Doug by Us. Welcome, friends and family. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining us. Look, how funny that we said, oh, last episode, we're gonna have so much time. But life is not like that, Chris. You've been fun
No,
employed for a week and been busier than ever.
it's just like the cable tie song. I've got no time. But that's life.
That's
It's
life.
uh it's chinwag on some tunes.
Chinwag on some tunes. Oh, that's a good descriptor. When people
See,
say,
I
"What's
gave
your
you yeah.
yeah?" When people say, "What's your podcast about?" I'm like, that's exactly what it's about. Chinwag on some tunes.
Yeah, I gave you a feature for Paul McCartney in the week that he had a whole bloody new song with the Beatles. So, sucked in. You get the non-main one. You got the off-Broadway one to choose. Uh, with a little
Yeah,
known band known as the Rolling Stones. So
yeah. The song that you brought in last week. It's called last episode, "Bite My Head Off," and I'd said I hadn't listened to it. I'm not the biggest fan of the Stones. It's a very cool song. It's a
yeah.
very, very cool song. I just wish that it wasn't the Stones because it still just sounds like old men. And like, I'm being ageist. Yeah, yeah, I am. I'm like
Yeah.
absolutely criticizing them. And I'm not saying that men in their, however old they are now, should be doing rock music anymore. It's just like, it's a very cool, gutsy punk song. And I like it. And I'm judging myself for liking it.
You're allowed to like it. It's fine.
Okay, thank you.
Not everyone has to be a minority anymore. It's fine.
um, yeah, it's cool.
Cisgendered men still do good things, and that's okay.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Look, it's fun. I love a little bit of Paul McCartney. I love a lot of it of Paul McCartney. It's good. It's fun. I did listen to some more of the album. I don't love it. There was boring parts. There was definitely like, shipping it in or whatever that term is. It's absolutely
There's a lot
phoning
of
it
songs.
in.
That is songs.
It's yeah, it's too much. But whatever. It's cool. I brought in Kitty Ray, the
Did
song.
you forget? Sorry, the pause was like, hang on, who did I bring in again?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's one of those weeks, mate. The
Isn't it
song
just?
Intergalactic, not to be confused by the Beastie Boys song by the same name, which is also a sick ass tune. What did you think?
You want to talk about toxic masculinity? I have an erection. I have an erection. I have an erection. Uh, come on, mate.
Dude, come on, mate.
Come
Come on,
on,
mate.
mate.
And I loved, like, that was like the song that got me into the Beastie Boys. Like, that was my gateway drug to the Beastie Boys. And I knew my party trick was that I knew every single word to Intergalactic. And so as soon as it would come on at any party, everyone would be like, ooh, and then I would sing every word of the song and dance and be silly.
Drop.
So that's my party trick. But
You may
Intergalactic,
recognize Beastie Boys from the orange image on top of my vinyl and CD case.
yeah, which
That's them.
I sourced that because I
Yeah.
got that for the station that we both worked at.
Then I
And
nicked it
then
from there.
you nicked it. So you're welcome. It was somehow like this weird in another universe. I got you this gift, not before I even knew you.
You didn't even mean it. Yeah.
You didn't even have that house yet. I didn't even have you as a friend yet, but somehow that's how it happened. But stop distracting me, Chris. You just really get off the point so many times in this podcast.
Because you're not going to like what I'm going to say. No, it's not true. Intergalactic is definitely one of the favorite songs that you've brought in for me in months. I love it. Kitty Ray's a bloody champion. That bangs.
Bangs, bangs. Also, I
Yeah,
didn't just bring it in for you. I brought it in for everyone.
that's right.
Did
For
you know Kitty
us.
Ray? Had you listened to that artist before?
No.
Cool.
And yeah, and now I know, like, well, yeah, I saw she did an interview with our friend Triana, who I've
Yeah.
bumped into now twice in the last week. And there's legends all around. That's fun.
Yes. Ding, 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 ding. I feel like this is when the confetti comes down. This is it. This is what I do this for. Like when I like, and you, I feel out of the two of us are like, you are like half a step ahead of me, I think, with a lot of music and trends. Like not far, like you're not heaps ahead, but you're just a little bit ahead. So I love when I can find something that is new and that you're loving. And yeah, thanks. This is me. I'm just gonna be walking on sunshine for the rest of the day with a bit of swagger.
Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool. That's so fun.
Did I hear you order some swagger? Is it? Did I hear that
I did.
correctly?
Yeah, yeah. I just
You
ordered
are
some.
you want
Well, I have
you
the swagger now. I just ordered the swagger.
you want some more?
I'd love some more swagger. Give it to me.
All right, another artist that I'm later on than our friend Triana, that saw perform last week at the Music Victoria Awards, and this artist
Oh.
like brought the house down at the end, absolutely caning it. And I've got a little bit of footage that we can put in this episode or on the Instagram reels or whatever you do with your fancy under 40s people technology. Uh, um, right. Miss Kaninna. Have you heard of
Oh,
Miss Kaninna?
I have not. No.
She's, and when I say the word deadly, I mean it in every single possible aspect that could mean. She has a new song released like in the last couple of weeks. Pardon the expletive. It's called Pinnacle Bitch. She owns it. But the song I'm bringing in is the one that was a few months earlier than that, which I didn't know about until now. It's called Blak Britney. And yes,
Oh.
that's referring to, she's,
Oh.
that is the Britney you're thinking about in the comparison. But the way she delivered this live, like, no, like, everyone's attention, absolutely slayed it. It's like 10 times as much energy as what's on the track. Like the track
Yeah.
is a bit more kind of in the groove,
Mm-hmm.
and then live it's just pointed straight to your chest, and she'll like, yeah, it's like Dr. Dre, like slug to your chest. Miss Kaninna, Blak Britney,
So I
boom.
haven't heard of Miss Kaninna, but I have. Black Britney isn't new. Like something, it just rung a bell there. So I think I have heard it somewhere or somebody's referenced it or recommended it, but
Yeah,
I'm
so
not
this came
familiar.
out in May. The
Okay.
single came out in May, but yeah, and the new one is October. But she's coming for you.
Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Thanks for that sweet inside content from your cool bougie party.
She party.
Bougie party. I don't
It's
know why
great
I
to be
said
there.
that.
So Music Victoria doing heaps of cool stuff. It's really nice to be involved in the tiniest way.
I love that you're involved with that. I do have a little bit of jealousy coming up in that. When you came to my house before you went to the awards last week, I was like, did have a little bit of jealousy that I wasn't invited and wasn't going. It's very weird. I need to explore that more. I'll talk to my psych about it and not you. Cool. I am so keen for that. I'm keeping the explicit track train rolling. I'm keeping that theme train going because this song I'm bringing in this week is explicit and I don't care. I don't care. Whatevs. It's also badass. It's also Melbourne, based. It's a band that like I've been across for a long time and listened to. I haven't seen them live, but I heard that that's where it absolutely slaps. But it's a band that I've listened to and I'm aware and enjoy what they're about, but haven't dug a track. You know what I mean? Like it's like I like the package, but it hasn't like completely got me into the hole yet. I'm in the hole. I'm there. And I
Look out.
feel that this is a track for you, Chris. The
You just said
band,
you don't bring them in for me.
I don't.
Caught ya. I
I
caught
don't,
ya.
but I do. I don't, but I do.
Caught ya.
The band is called The Last Martyr
Yep, I am aware
of the
of this
band.
band.
Or you're aware that that's what I was going to bring in.
No. Sorry. Well, yeah, I know that band. I'm familiar with
Cool.
that band.
They're from the heavy scene. They do a lot of tour supports. So you've probably seen them open for somebody. I'm pretty sure they've done some festival stuff. They're very active in the heavy scene, particularly in Melbourne. The song just dropped on Friday. So I'm actually glad we didn't get around to recording this on Friday, because I would have, like, it would have been a completely different track. And then I just was listening to this over the weekend. The song is called Burn It Down. It delivers. It is
Sounds metal
sick. Metal, like more of like the
ish.
new metal inclined. Yeah, like it's metalish. It's got a lot of that kind of new dance kind of influence, that a lot of that kind
Nice.
of, yeah,
Hi hats.
you can dance to this, you can mosh to it, you can get angry, you
Yeah,
can
there's hi hats. I can
get
tell.
out, yeah, get out your yayas. It's a good
Like
vibe. So
open.
open, it's here, it's brand new. And now I just need to rush to see them live. You know, when I'm like, yeah, I want to feel it. So The Last Martyr, Burn It Down. Listen to the lyrics, Chris.
Oh, okay. This is pointed. I am offended.
Good. Be offended. Hey, thanks for listening. Really appreciate you all. There's a couple of newbies, and I've had some people slide into my DMs, which is very sweet, and cool and exciting. So yeah, we're loving that. And I just want to shout out to the fact that we are celebrating Oz Music T-shirt Day, which is happening at the end of this month. But Chris and I and our friend Brit, who you would know from the Chain podcast, that we've done some kind of crossover with her in the past, and we're a huge fan of the work that she does. We're all wearing Oz Music T-shirts every day, or merch for the month, to celebrate Oz Music T-shirt Day. So Brit and
I
I
don't know
have
if I've got the stamina. I really don't know if I've got the stamina for 30 days of this.
but you can rewear. Like, Brit and I have got a far bigger wardrobe than Christopher does. We recognize that. But today I'm wearing Amel and the Sniffers. What are you wearing?
And speaking of me with no job, a now defunct duo of radio announcers who used to have a an act by the name Code of Conduct.
Oh, wow, wow, wow. Yeah, but it's really cool. So go check it out. We're sharing it on the Dug by Us Insta, but there's also,
It's a pun, get it? Coda Conduct. Get it?
yeah, I got it 5 years ago when you wore that t-shirt as well, buddy. We had the same
It wasn't.
conversation.
It
Oh,
was 4
hey.
years.
Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday to
Hap-
the podcast.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, baby. It's 4 years of the podcast.
At Merch Appreciation Society. That's where all the nonsense is this month.
That's it. So Britt and I have set up that particular Instagram years ago, because we're both collectors and celebrators of merch. And so that's our thing. And then we've just added Chris to it for the month. So go celebrate. And if you can, get involved. I know that lots of you out there are music fans. So like, wear Aussie band tees as much as you can, and talk to your friends and your colleagues and your fam about it. And if you do have the funds, please donate to Support Act, because they've been incredible with supporting the arts industry, particularly over the last few years when things have just been really upside down. Are we done?
I think we're done.
Okay, that's a show. That's a wrap. Thanks. Bye.
Yeah.